All right, so what I really want to show you guys is the fabric. So right now I just opened up my little workout dress, my little dolman sleeve on my -3D model, and we're gonna go through and look at some of this fabric. So let me change my fabric surface to thick textured surface, and I'm going to take off my heat map, stress map, right? So I got my little stitching going on, my little pattern, and this is pretty much the finished deal. But I want to show you something about the fabrics. So what I'm going to do is add a new fabric, and I'm going to fill it with the white. Now, they have something new. I'm sure you guys have explored this if you're using 6.0. PBR fabric and substance fabric. Now, substance fabric, you can either click on the green icon. The green icon will go to Substance Designer's source page. The red will open up. Let's see what the red does. Yep, Substance by Adobe. So this is all about all the Substance products. So if you have a subscription, love my team. If you have a subscription, then you can use all of this. These are different programs, different softwares for different things. Alchemist does something different than Painter. Painter does something different from Alchemist and Designer. And this is Substance Source. So Substance Source is where you can get all of these different textures. You can try it for free, or you can sign in to your Adobe. It's a 30-day free trial, and they also have free stuff. So I'm gonna log in. I don't know why my login didn't come up. Hold on, let me log in, guys. Okay, this is Substance Source. Am I recording? Oh, hey. Yeah. Okay, this is Substance Source. It works pretty much. They give you points every month. I don't use a lot of points because I'm just mainly interested in fabrics that come out. So when the fabrics come out, I go here and I see what's new. It's highlighted here. And if you download it here, it downloads, and it downloads in a finished file format. However, if you want to open up the fabric, you can see it in different ways, right? And you can get different patterns and different colors and different formats. So they have all these preset for you. If you don't want the preset, you can go ahead, and this is once you've signed in and once you've paid the subscription price. I have the software from Adobe. If you have an Adobe account, you get the software. So now here you have the presets, but you can also tweak the fabric to your own liking. So if I have this highlighted, I can go ahead and change these colors. So let's say I feel like that brown doesn't pop enough, right? This dark is too dark. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe I want to lighten it up just a bit, right? So maybe I want this to be even lighter. Maybe more orange. Too orange. Yeah. So you see that's like a pop of orange in there. Bam. So you can go ahead and download this with those parameters. Say I want this to be a little warmer. And voila, et voila. Okay, so right here, you can see that it's over a ball. And you can kind of see the drape and the shadows. So this is what you're going to get. So let's download that. So SBS is what you want to use for CLO3D. SBAR is what you want to use when you open up Substance Designer and you want to change things. So that's what you would download if you want to go actually into the Substance Designer program and change something. SBS is like the finished file. So let's download the SBS. And I'm downloading it to my download folder, which is full of things. Full of things. Is this my download folder? See there, I think it downloaded to this. Oh boy, layered Kuba pattern fabric. So that was it. I just needed to extract it. It's like I'm using the computer for the first time. Extract the window. Okay, so if you're in CLO3D, so they got tons and tons and tons of fabric, finishes, etc. So let's go into CLO and let's pull in that fabric, right? So if I go to the substance part and I click on my file, whatever I just downloaded, it's not in there. Where's my material file? Oh boy. Where's the material file? I'm not going to disappoint you guys. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and download it again. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know what I downloaded before. Okay. So before I downloaded the whole file. So I was wrong. The SBSAR file is what you want to download. So I downloaded the zip file. Did it save my format? No. So it automatically reverts back to the format. So let me just change this color. Let's do something different so that I know that this is the color that I want. So this brown could be actually white color. Yeah. So let's download that. That way I know that that's the one that I changed, so you can see how the changes come out. All right, let's not waste any time and import it for my downloads. This one. Haha, it doesn't come out. Doesn't allow you to change it. But you can change it when you're in here. So custom properties, where that brown was, that's what I wanted to make white. And bam, you can do that. Now it does put everything in there. Let's take a look at it in a render. Because there's a map on this, on these graphics. You see that? So the map and everything comes inside that file. So once you're in the fabric, you can go ahead to custom properties, displacement, map. Let's see if I change this to 3. Oh, let's see if I change this to 3. Yep, so it's gonna give it that little cushy, soft look of a raised embroidered type of a fabric. Particle distance 4. Right? Cool, right? That's my favorite thing about CLO 6.0. Another thing, you guys, I have a video on rendering. Everybody wants to know, how do you get rid of the fuzzy fuzz? Right? We want to know how you get rid of fuzzy fuzz. See the fuzzies? Here, render properties. I have it down to the noise threshold. The fuzz is the noise, okay? The fuzz is the noise. So right now on this model, I don't have her skin render only stuff on, but I'm gonna put it on. Put it on. So with the DAS models, there's so many different, they're segmented in so many different ways. Yeah, that way, this way. Hand. Like so many different sections to the avatar body. It's not broken up like glow. Or grouped, I should say. But yeah, so you guys, this has been a really good year. So let me show you the other thing about fabrics. Let's render this out real quick with some light. Let's change the background so that it pops. But for your threshold, in order to keep the noise down, with these fabrics now and with all of the different things that we have going on in the scene, I have a DAS model, I have the skin properties on, I have substance. It's just a simple dress, but because of all of that, and I have the lighting way up, because of all of that, it's taking a long time to render in the preview window. By the way, I'm getting myself a new computer for Christmas. Even if I don't celebrate Christmas, I'm still getting myself a new computer for Christmas. But here's the thing. You have to have patience and you have to do some trial and error to get the settings that you want. Right now, I like the lights all the way up to 140. Let's go back down to 1. The more light, the more time it takes to render. The more texture, the more time it takes to render. The more polygons, the more time it takes to render. The more items in the scene, the more time it takes to render. Did I say it takes time to render? Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. So I'm going to show you this. It's still a little fuzzy, right? She's got some cute sneakers on too. Hey, girl. What's your sneakers on? Where you going? Going to work out in a dress? Oh, my God. Okay. See how long it takes to bring that up? So let's talk about our render. I'm going to change the background from white to studio gray. That's not a real color. I just made it up. Studio gray. I don't like her skin like this though. But let's see how it looks in the render. I think it's the lighting that I have. I don't like this light, the 6 light. Let's go with the 5. Now, she's quite warm in the face. So if you're like me and you can't wait and you're not patient, just hit stop. Make sure your render settings have it on custom views. It would be great to know what my custom views were. Viewpoint, custom view. Display, viewpoint, custom view. Right? So that's me. Those are the views that I usually have for each model, 8 views. I like to show the full garment, and then I like to give some 3/4 shots and some close-ups. So I'm gonna render this out, guys, and I'll put this in my Instagram. Okay, while that's rendering, so we talked about Substance Designer. Let us go and talk about what CLO is offering. And I want to find out how come this did not download the way that I wanted it to. We'll have to explore that another time. But let's keep talking about fabrics, right? CLO Marketplace. Marketplace. On the marketplace in Closet, Swatch On has released 400 gazillion fabrics for free. Yes, $0.00 with fabric properties. I got really excited. So while that is rendering, you can click and add it to the bag. You have to sign in. And then you can add it to your bag. Somehow I already have this. I wonder why. I wonder if I really went through all of these fabrics and downloaded everything, or 90% of all the everythings. I probably did. And yeah, everything looks like I already downloaded it because it just says download. Doesn't even say welcome, add to your cart, to your bag. Because yes, I did OCD download everything. Because I was like, why would I not? You know, why would I not? But here's the wonderful news. You can actually buy this fabric. So not only can you make your 3D fashion garment, you can go and order it on Swatch.com. Yeah, let's make this thing a reality, okay? For $5.22 a yard. So you just made a dress that was 1.5 yards, and then you pick this fabric. This is a nice looking fabric. It's like a weighted knit something. I don't know. $5.22. You can order it in all of these colors. You can go ahead and make a color palette out of this and go ahead and use that color palette. 6 more colors there. You've got your fabric properties. You've got your cuttable width. You've got your weight, thickness. Spandex is in there. You know you're going to buy some spandex. Sign up to download 3D fabric and get the swatch. Log in. Okay? Made in Korea. They're doing things over there. Okay, guys, this is really incredible. So you can go ahead and make your garment, select this fabric, get your yardage, get your style number, see your drape. What does it really drape like? What does it really feel like? You get a sense of the fabric. You can order the swatch. You can order a yard of fabric. It might be a three yard minimum. That's MOQ, minimum order quantity, 3 yards. You can order 3 yards. If your dress is only 1.5 yards, you can make 2 dresses. But that's the great thing about this. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So it's awesome. So you can go ahead and create your different fabric textures and different drapes with Substance. You can order new fabrics from Swatch On. You can see how it drapes on a form. You can see the colors that are offered. You can go ahead and order it once you click online. You've got all of the information and characteristics of the clothing. I'm sorry, of the fabric. And I think that's awesome. Awesome for creators. And here, once you've logged on with your Adobe account, there is a subscription fee. I just, when they release new fabrics, if I like them, I download them. You get these points and you have an asset folder so that you can get them anywhere online, remote. So basically, this is my favorite. Wherever you are, you can just download it. If you want to make changes, you can make changes. You can download the preset. And that's it. So I pretty much downloaded mostly fabrics. So between this and the Swatch On connection from Closet Marketplace, you should be creating like so many different vibrant texture-filled garments, creating collections, creating one-of-a-kind masterpieces that only get seen on Instagram or YouTube video or something like that. You can create character clothing. You can create your Halloween costume, for crying out loud. Scan your own body measurements, create your Halloween costume or not. Wedding dresses, bridal. This has a lot of beads on it. Presets are beautiful. So there's a lot that you can do with the new tools for 2021 to create masterpieces with Clo, Substance. Wait for it. Okay, I have to voice over this part. Basically, you can go ahead and pick your colors, and you could take down the color information. If you have a color combination that you like, you can go ahead and play around with the sliders in Substance Source before you download the fabric. Just take note, if you're not using Substance Designer or Substance or any other Substance products and you're using it straight from CLO3D, then what I would do is take down your colors. You can visually look at them and then take down the color information. So if you click on the color information, you can get the color parameters basically, or take a screenshot. That way you can kind of see what colors you want, and you can pick your own colors that resemble what you liked in the Substance Source. So I would say make sure you plan your colorways or plan your color palette. Saves you much time. What ends up happening if you don't plan is you're like, I like this. I like this. And then 20 minutes later, you haven't finished the fabric. So have an idea of how you want to see these color combinations. Some awesome tools. What I will say is plan. So far, I am up to render number 3 of 40. For crying out loud, I don't know why. Oh, are there colorways? Stop the madness. I do remember having colorways here. So I'm not going to waste your time, my time, simulating colorways. Of white. That's what happens when you use an old file. Now let's see how really long it takes for 8 custom views. All right, let's take a look at this, right? Still not super duper clear, but if it's on Instagram, you guys wouldn't know. So if I wanted to be super duper clear, what I will do is make this half 640, right? Still square. And then I will take this up to 1000 dpi. Stop. Refresh. Why 1000 dpi? Little trick I learned. I'm going to show you the difference. More dots per inch, smaller photograph or smaller size, you get more clarity, but it's less of a job to do. Okay, so while that's rendering, like I said, if you go back on my Instagram, you'll see how far I come. This is when I learned to do walks, April 12th, 2019, CLO3D. Then I started doing more, challenging myself a little bit more, doing like some buckles. Not the best, but somehow a twist in a buckle in 3D, got to do some kind of trickery with that. But that was an actual pattern that I made into the 1950s wiggle dress. So I actually got the pattern from online and made it in 3D. Came out pretty good. Added the floor, added the background. So I started challenging myself a little bit more to experiment. Nice ruching under the arm. So this is the thing, guys, don't give up. Went to some seminars, went to some PI apparel conferences, developed some patterns, working on Avalon. It's been a pretty good year, I want to say, between 2020, 2021. Really starting to challenge myself to do things. Creating avatars. Now I'm getting a little bit better at creating avatars as far as how to make them look more realistic. But you guys have been very good to me this year, and I promise to put out more content, and I'll post a few of these things up on my Instagram, and that's the Fashion Indie on Instagram. And that's that. So this is the post I made about the fabric. The background, got the floor, sweater fabric. Let's see how that's coming out. So here's, right? Okay. So if you zoom in, she's still a little blurry, right? So guys, I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to do a separate video on rendering. It's already recorded, so you're going to see that as a post as well, and you'll see the sweet spot for the renders and how they get crystal clear. All right, it is a trial and error, but there are some key things that you can know. Might take a little long to render, but we'll see that in the next video. Thanks.